Hello everyone. So in this video, we are going to take a problem that we all face in our life. Okay, we all have at least one person in our life, at least this one coworker in our life that we are finding it hard to deal with him or her. First of all, there will be two life situations. One, you are supposed to work with this person in collaboration. Okay, you might be doing you two might be working on the same project. Maybe he or she might be dealing with the leading with the project, or maybe it's you who's leading the project, or maybe you both are just under a leader and working together over a project, and you have to deal with this person every day. Okay, one situation is this. Second situation is where you don't have to deal with this person. It's just his or her actions. It's just his or her presence, and that authoritative presence that makes you irritate, and that makes it hard for you to be around and to be in that environment to focus on your work. Two situations are going to be there, right? So we are going to take second situation first. Okay, how can you deal with this person when you don't have to you don't have to talk to the person, or maybe discuss anything? How do you deal with that person in that situation? So there is one remedy only, one tip only that will do the job. Okay, and the tip is to whenever his or her actions are making you anxious, making you react, to go and to react, and maybe just argue with that person. At that time, there is a lot of energy in you. Okay, a lot of energy that wants to show that person his or her place in that environment, maybe, or in your life, whatever it is. But at that time, all that energy, gather this energy and look at it and say, what matters to you, dealing with him or her, or to use this energy in a productive way for yourself, because that person is not going to change. Whether you argue with that person, or you tell him or her what is wrong, what is right, all this all these things are not of any use for that person. Because if it would have mattered to that person wouldn't have been doing the things he or she is doing around you, and around the other people in the same environment. Okay, so you have to ask your question, what matters more? What is it that's going to what's my benefit in this? Am I benefiting from arguing with that person, telling him or her what is wrong? You should not do this, you should not spoil everyone's mood, you should not spoil everyone's work, etc., etc., etc. So you have to ask yourself, is there any kind of benefit that I'm going to get from this conversation, this argument? And the answer is always going to be no. So just stick to the answer and concentrate on your work. So basically, the remedy is to ignore. Yes, this is the only way you can deal with these kind of people. Even if that person is shouting, furiously shouting, furiously, because I have dealt with this kind of person. But luckily, I had no common project with him, and whenever he was he's shouting, "You're doing this, you're doing that, you did not do that," yada 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 yada. I used to be okay. I'm not going to spend my energy on you, because I have my reactions going on, I have my paper going on, I have my writings going on, I have a lot of my personal things going on that I need to work on, that I need to focus on. I'm not focusing on you. Okay, I'm not going to give my energy to you. Okay, so that's how I dealt with this kind of person. I hope this is going to help you. Please, 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 please don't concentrate on that person. He's or her is not going to change, and it's not your job to change that person. Not your job. Your job is to concentrate on your career, on your work, on your money, on your family, on the people that matters to you. Please. Okay, now, coming to the second situation, when you are supposed to deal with this person on daily basis because of a project or because of a common work or whatever it is. Okay, now in that situation, same thing you are going to apply first. Always, always do not try to control that person. Never. It's going to drain you, and you are going to feel that maybe I am not good enough because that person you can. It's not like about control, right? We should have control over people. No, it's about the common sense that some people lack. Okay, and you can't make them realize that you have the common sense. That's why you watching this video. That's why you find it hard to talk to that person, because you are equipped with common sense and that person is not. Okay, so always just try to focus on the work what is right. Never feel, if that person is giving any kind of suggestion and you think that it might work, always say yes. Don't let your ego come into the project. Don't let your come in between your progress. If you think that his idea or her ideas are going to take this project in the next step, follow it. Do not argue over it. Okay, second, if you think that his or her ideas, his or her interruptions are going to paralyze the project, always take stand, but with all the calm. Okay, you should be calm when you are taking your stand. Okay, you should not be furious. This is not right. This is how it should go, and this should be the timeline. This should be the a way of work. This should be the results that and this is how we are going to present the results. Take your stand with all calm. Then listen, I think you might be right in your head, but practically what is going on is going to give us results. Okay, and you also just take it easy. I'm working on it. You are working on it. Definitely, we are going to the results one day, and definite results. Okay, so you are calm, composed. You are not wasting your energy, but you are taking your stand also. Yeah, that's how you deal with that person. Okay, if in case you think that person is not still listening, just stop your work for some time. Tell him that let's do one thing. Let's just stop it for half an hour or 1 hour, maybe 15 minutes. You take a deep breath. I'm going to go for a coffee or a tea. I'll come back. We'll talk again. this is this is not just a conversation. This is not just a pose, guys. This is science proven that if things are too messy around you, you just need to take a deep breath. You need to take a break of 5-10 minutes. You will see, you will get the ideas to deal with with that environment. Maybe he or she is not going to come into their senses. Okay, that maybe that person is stupid and going to stay stupid even after 15 minutes, but you will have at least one or two ideas to deal with that person and to work on that project even more passionately. If you are the one who is, definitely you are the one who cares about the project more, that's why you're watching this video. So you have to like find a way in a with a calm mind that how do I get this project to the result. Just forget about that person. Forget what that person thinks about the project or you. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. What does matter is your work should be complete. Your work should be completed on time. Your project should be completed on time. If you are a researcher, your research work should be completed on time. That person's energy is, wasting your energy on that person to make him or her convinced about the results, about the project speed, is just going to drain your energy. Instead, always try to stay calm, in especially when that person is around. Keep a water bottle with you. Keep sipping water because water keeps you calm. This is also science. You can read about it. Okay, so this is one of the way, and yeah, there are a lot of ways to deal with these kind of people. Manipulation is one of them, but I never recommend manipulation. I always recommend to do things with all the self respect and hard work you have, instead of, you know, just saying yes with their yes and no with their no. I don't believe in that. And I personally never have done this. Okay, and I'm not, never going to do that. That's also true. If you like the other person's ideas, if you think that they are going to benefit you and your project and your work, say yes. And if not, say no. But no should be all calm. Otherwise that person is going to drain you from here. Okay, they don't care if their energy is draining or not, because they are not interested in work now. They are more interested in the argument, in, pulling legs. Okay, but if you are not one of those people, you are supposed to concentrate. Always in both of the situation, you have to just gather all your energy and put into your work and see the results. Okay, yeah, okay. With that, we are going to finish this video. I hope it will help you. Similar kind of videos you can find at my channel. All the very best.